High blood pressure is called the silent killer. Millions of people take medications every day to control it. But here is the real question. Are we actually treating the root cause or just controlling the numbers on the machine? In today's video, we are going to uncover why high blood pressure is so dangerous, the real metabolic cause behind many cases, how doctors properly diagnose hypertension, when medications are necessary, and whether blood pressure medicines can ever be stopped safely. If you truly want to understand hypertension, not just manage it, this video is for you. Don't just treat high blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the most common medical conditions worldwide. Yet, most people believe one simple thing: if my BP is high, I just need a pill. But hypertension is much more complex than that. To truly control blood pressure, we must understand the underlying cause, the correct diagnosis, the right treatment strategy, and that's exactly what we will discuss today. Why high blood pressure is dangerous. High blood pressure silently damages your body over time. It increases the risk of heart attacks, stroke, kidney failure, blindness, atherosclerosis, or artery damage. And the most dangerous part, most people feel completely normal. No symptoms, no warning signs. That's why hypertension is often called a silent killer. Is essential hypertension truly essential? Traditionally, doctors classify hypertension into two types. About 95% of cases are labeled essential hypertension, meaning no clear cause. Only about 5% have a known cause, such as kidney disease, hormonal disorders, certain tumors, but modern research suggests something important. Many patients labeled with essential hypertension may actually have metabolic problems driving their blood pressure. The root cause, metabolic syndrome. One of the most important drivers of hypertension is metabolic syndrome. This condition includes a cluster of problems: high blood pressure, high triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol, increased belly fat, insulin resistance. Metabolic syndrome does not just affect the weight, it affects your entire cardiovascular system, and one of its earliest signs can be high blood pressure. How insulin raises blood pressure. Insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar. But when the body becomes insulin resistant, insulin levels rise. High insulin levels can stiffen blood vessels, reduce artery relaxation, increase sodium retention, raise blood pressure. Over time, this metabolic imbalance can drive chronic hypertension. Beyond calories, hormonal imbalance. For decades, people believed weight gain and hypertension were simply about calories in versus calories out. But science now shows a more complex reality. Hormones play a major role. When insulin levels remain high, fat storage increases, weight gain occurs, metabolic syndrome worsens, blood pressure rises. But when insulin levels decrease, weight improves, metabolic health improves, blood pressure often improves as well. How to reverse metabolic syndrome. Improving metabolic health can significantly help blood pressure control. Some powerful strategies include eating whole, unprocessed foods, avoiding refined sugar and ultra processed foods, regular physical activity, weight management, improving insulin sensitivity. For many patients, lifestyle interventions are the foundation of hypertension management. But lifestyle alone is not always enough. That's why proper medical evaluation is essential. Correct diagnosis of hypertension. One of the biggest mistakes is diagnosing hypertension from a single reading. Proper diagnosis requires multiple readings, at least 3 measurements per visit, averaging the last 2 readings, repeating measurements over 2 to 4 weeks. Only then can hypertension be confirmed. Accurate diagnosis prevents both overtreatment and undertreatment. When to start medications? Before starting medication, doctors evaluate several risk factors: diabetes, chronic kidney disease, organ damage, family history, lifestyle risks. If cardiovascular risk is high, medication may be started earlier. If risk is low, doctors may recommend lifestyle changes first with regular monitoring. Treatment decisions always be individualized. Choosing the right medication. In many patients, combination therapy works best. A common example includes ARB medications plus calcium channel blockers. Each medication works through different mechanisms to control blood pressure. However, the best drug depends on the patient's age, medical conditions, cardiovascular risk, tolerance to medications. Personalized treatment is the key. Dose titration strategy. Starting medication is only the beginning. Blood pressure must be regularly monitored. Typically, follow-up occurs in about 1 month. Medication doses are adjusted if needed. Doctors optimize existing drugs before adding new ones. This careful titration helps achieve effective control with minimal side effects. Resistant hypertension. Sometimes blood pressure remains high despite treatment. This is called resistant hypertension. It occurs when blood pressure stays uncontrolled despite 3 medications, including a diuretic. In such cases, doctors may add medications like spironolactone, evaluate the salt intake, check medication adherence, investigate secondary causes. Target blood pressure goals. Blood pressure targets vary depending on the patient. For example, patients with diabetes may require lower targets. Elderly patients may need slightly higher targets to avoid dizziness. Patients with organ damage may require stricter control. So, hypertension treatment should never follow a one-size-fits-all approach. Side effects and monitoring. All medications have potential side effects. Common examples include swelling with calcium channel blockers, dry cough with ACE inhibitors, high potassium levels, dizziness or orthostatic hypotension. Regular monitoring ensures that treatment remains safe and effective. Can you stop blood pressure medications? This is a common question. Can patients ever stop blood pressure medication? In some cases, it may be possible, but important rules must be followed. Never stop medications suddenly. Blood pressure should remain controlled for at least 1 year. Taper medications gradually. Close medical supervision is essential. Stopping medication without supervision can be dangerous. Final message. High blood pressure is not just a number. It reflects the health of your arteries, metabolism, and cardiovascular system. True hypertension management requires identifying the underlying cause, improving metabolic health, accurate diagnosis, personalized medication when necessary. When we treat both the cause and the condition, we can protect the heart, brain, kidneys, and the overall health. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share it with someone who struggles with high blood pressure, and subscribe for more evidence-based medical education. And remember, don't just treat high blood pressure, understand it, manage it, and protect your health.